It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will boot it away to start the game. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try the run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the ground, it's Scott. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Volunteers had this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Working that left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He wants to go deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To throw, it's Knight. Finds his man. It's Richardson. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. The quick out. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown ball. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Scott. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Knight. That's caught. It's Wallace.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turning it on! How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field.
He's going to let it go. Makes the catch. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Vols are threatening on first and goal. The offense changing the play. They'll run it. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 10 over Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. At the 35, he's got more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for room. It's Scott. Got enough for the first. Across the 25. He's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Wallace. Touchdown, Volunteer! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Under fire. It's complete to the left. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
That's a decision a quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Got a man in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Knight. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Yankee Blue, get set. Ready, go. Go. Ready.
Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd down play from the gun. Lets it fly. Touchdown ball. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Lost to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Moore. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Spits it out to the back. Almost had the completion and just missed it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Pulls it in. It's Wallace. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Canes look to do some damage in the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Miami. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eye.
Bringing it back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's he's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There just be no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Keeps it on the draw. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? And the Canes in the hurry-up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know it. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Second down coming up. Running into the open space. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. They're trying to slam it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Miami.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Carr. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Unloads it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Ready? Lizzie. 42 spiders.
Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Looking down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.